Hey there everyone, Hanyou here, and welcome back to Steins Gate. It's been a while, obviously, the move and everything like that, and I didn't do that much of a backlog of this as I did with Higurashi, which I ended up finishing in the backlog. And the special of which actually just came out. Well, it's yesterday to me, but it's going to be 2 days ago when this video comes out, which I'm sorry for not having a video ready for today. But that being said, let's pick up where we left off and keep it moving, shall we? Did it work? I take a deep breath. The trembling in my arm has stopped. I'm okay. Looks like you drove away the evil spirit. Good job, Lukako. Lukako is in relief and blushes. I'm glad I was able to help. His shy smile really does make him look like a girl. But he's a guy. Yes, we know. He didn't say it, but I felt it necessary to say it. After I get back to the lab, I take the broken TV down to the Braun Tube workshop for repairs. Daru and Mayuri have already gone home, so I have to carry the TV down the narrow staircase by myself. It's brutal, back-breaking work, but I manage. Push the workshop door open with my hips and head inside. The room is dimly lit by the setting sun, but the gloom is offset by the glare of the gigantic CRT in the center of the room. A 42-inch CRT television. It doesn't seem like something you could get in modern Japan. With LCD TVs becoming the new standard, I seriously doubt anyone would want a bulky old CRT.
Oh, Okabe.
Yo, what's up, Okabe? Sitting in front of the huge CRT is an equally huge man reading a sports newspaper. He's the workshop's manager, actually, the owner of the whole building, Tenoji Yugo. I call him Mr. Braun. It's a fitting name for someone who loves brawn tubes.
What's up?
That TV you gave me broke. That's what... Oh, that's what. I bet you were treating it rough, weren't you? Barely managed to set the heavy TV on the counter. Love, you gotta treat him with love. A muscle-bound bald guy talking about love. It sends shivers down my spine. Armstrong, anyway? Louise Armstrong? Anybody? Anybody? No? Just me? I'm sure there's a few of you, but anyway. Carrying on. I'll need repairs post-haste. Man, why do you always talk like that? Mr. Braun begins investigating the cause of the problem. With nothing better to do, I look around the store. I don't know if it's just the dust hanging in the air, but something feels stagnant about this place. There are CRT screens everywhere. The haphazard layout makes them seem like junk, but they're functional according to Mr. Braun. Mayuri. I didn't want any of the other Garo froggies, but I did want Fatty, but now that I think about it, it wasn't really that cute. Actually, it was kind of weird looking. I wonder why I wanted one so bad. Hey, I just realized Fatty kind of looks like Daru-kun. Just the body, right? No comment on Daru's face. but they're all functional according to Mr. Braun. He's got a full range of both old and new. Some of them are probably older than me. There are even some flat screen and HD CRTs that came out just before LCDs took the market. I remember those. You're open late today. Don't you usually close around 7? The crowds in Akiba thin quickly at night. All the major electronic stores close around 8 or 9 o'clock. And then, as if the liveliness of the day was simply a lie, the town goes silent. I'm expecting someone. You mean that chipmunk of yours? Don't be calling my little girl a chipmunk, you hear? Manager glares at me and takes a photo from his wallet. It is a picture of a young girl shyly making a peace sign at the camera. One might assume this muscle-bound man to be some kind of pervert, but the girl is actually his daughter. She's about 12 years old now, I think. His love for her is second only to his love for CRTs, or was it the other way around? I see her in the store every now and again. What was her name again? If you touch Nay, you're dead. That's it, Nay. A rare name that means to braid. She pops up at the store now and again, so we've interacted with her before. By we, I mean Mayuri, since she's the only one Nay gets along with. Nay always hides when she sees me or Daru. I must admit, I'm impressed she can sense my aura of madness at such an early age. You do project it fairly well, I will say that. That's probably why she's able to sense it. But that being said, genius and madness, you know? Fine line. You all know how it goes. Anyway, Mr. Braun makes a grandiose kissing gesture at his daughter's photo. Once again, shivers down my spine. But seriously, besides your daughter, has this workshop ever had a customer? I've been renting the second floor for about 6 months, but I don't recall ever seeing a customer. I would be surprised if this place were actually making any money. Ain't a customer. He puts away the photo and goes back to checking the TV, leaving me with that vague answer. There's probably just a loose solder on the board. I can fix it. Really? Well then, by all means. Hold on, I'll get you an estimate. What? You're charging me? What do you think? This ain't some charity. You're the one who gave us the TV. Yeah, so what? Never said I'd service it for free. Curse you, you have some gall to say that after foisting a half-broken piece of junk onto us. Oh, shut up. If you don't want it, I can take it back. I'll have to charge you for its safe disposal. Extortion! You dare cheat the man who very well may change the future of mankind. Huh? Who's that now? Me, of course. Who else? Brush your teeth and go to sleep, kid. You've got some nerve to be back-talking when I'm letting you rent the second floor for next to nothing. You shall have your money, Mr. Braun. In the end, I'm no match for him. Just then, I hear the door open. Wait, how old did you say she was? No way she's 12. Look up and see that a girl has entered the store. She's wearing a vintage jacket and tight shorts that highlight her limbs and athletic figure. I find myself particularly impressed with her well-defined thighs. What's up?
Oh.
Nani? What just happened? Suddenly, time stops. It feels like someone activated the world. The girl is still standing there with her arm in the air. Her smile gradually fades into confusion. What kind of reaction was she hoping for? Seriously. Anyway, is she the person Mr. Braun was expecting? Maybe she's someone he knows personally. Another daughter? Or dare I say his girlfriend? She finally drops the pose and clears her throat. I called earlier. I'm Amane. Okay, so that's not his daughter. I was right. That's not a 12-year-old. I was gonna say that would be very weird. And just like that, time starts moving again.
Ah, バイトの面接したいって子な。
Oh, you're the kid for the job interview.
天王寺だ。
I'm Tenoji, the master. Ugh. The manager. Anyway. I gotta stop hitting that button. A job interview? This young woman? You want to work at a dull, dirty, depressing, debt-ridden Braun tube workshop with this filthy old manager?
おめえ、来月から2階の家賃。
You want an extra 1,000 yen added to your rent?
俺は事実を言ったまでですよ。
My words are but the truth, though I suppose it's not my place to get involved.
しかしブラウン管工房が
Anyway, I had no idea the Braun tube workshop was hiring. You always look so free. I didn't know you needed the help. Actually, I'm the one who begged for the job. The girl looks a little embarrassed. The boss refused at first, but I wouldn't take no for an answer. That's honestly surprising. Kids with drive are rare these days. Take a seat right there, young lady. Oh, thank you. Looks like she's going to have a formal interview. I was going to leave, but since why do I keep saying master? Whatever. Since Mr. Braun hasn't kicked me out, I'll stick around a bit longer. The girl's expression is stiff. I guess she's nervous. Just because of a part-time job interview. In contrast to how she said she wouldn't take no for an answer, she doesn't seem so enthusiastic. Right. And what was your name again? Amane Suzuha. Age? 18. Same as me. Student? No. She shakes her head. Why do you want to work here? Because I love CRTs. Hired. You start tomorrow. Wait, what? Is this some sort of joke? Are we on camera? Thanks, boss. Finally, Amane Suzuha seems to relax. Then she looks at me. Who are you? You dare ask my name? Banish the thought from your head, girl. To learn it, it would place your life in jeopardy. Countless women have learned my name only to find themselves targets of the organization. Sahara in America, Claudia in Italy, Simone in France. I won't put anyone else in danger. Or is that Sarah? I don't know, I misread names. I misread the name. Let's read the tips. What do we got? The world. Otaku. Power to stop time. One of the supernatural abilities called STEINS that appear in the popular manga Juju's Bizarre Adventures. Right. No comment on that. I'd like to, but I'm just no. Those are the those with the ability to use stands are called stand users. Wand carried by a Shendo priest adorned with shide paper. It is used in blessing rituals to ward off evil spirits. Yeah, I swapped the. I put the H where the R is. Anyway, yeah, I did mispronounce that name, Sarah. Right. Ignore me. It's been a bit of a long day. Hey, stop pulling things out of your ass. He just doesn't understand my pain. This idiot rents the second floor. Name's Okabe Rintaro. My name is not Okabe. It's Hoin. Quit it or I raise your rent. I'm Okabe Rintaro. The girl stands up, places her hand on my shoulder, and looks at me with a serious expression. I don't know anything about this organization that's after you. But if you're ever in trouble, Okabe Rintaro, let me know. I can help with stuff like that.
Huh?
Huh? Stuff like what? If necessary, I can hurt them so bad they'll never bother you again.
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown. I don't think you should hire her. Yeah, she might be a wild one. I'll fire her if she causes any trouble. Anyway, ignore that organization nonsense. It's all in Okabe's head. It is? You just keep thinking that. But someday the world will kneel before me. Mwahahaha. Yes, right. And then Akame Suzuha stares straight at me again. Maybe she has a habit of looking people in the eye. So that's the current trend. Thanks for the tip. Trend? I don't think so. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, I got a mail. You got mail. Lukako. Are we really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried something might happen to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with Samadare? Ceremony. Reply. What would a traditional ceremony entail? I need details. Don't tell me it's an ancient forbidden secret. Okay then. So hot. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. I grab a nice coffee at the bakery up inside Yodobashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check at channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the occult board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. I search for threads on the mass disappearance phenomenon or Mikase Kurisu's stabbing, but turn up nothing. So were those hallucinations after all? When I peek at the occult board, I find posts in multiple threads from someone claiming to be John Titor. Wait, John Titor's back? John Titor appeared on an American bulletin board system 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveler. He claimed to have traveled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. His claims started quite a storm among the bulletin board system's denizens. Titor also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War, the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, for example. To prove he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of his operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his predictions gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradict each other, too. That's why, to this day, most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveler. So after 10 years of silence, that same John Titor is now on a Japanese bulletin board system? Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. Okay, trolling. We all know what trolling is. On the internet to post controversial opinions or false information for the purpose of provoking a reaction. We already know that. Another name for Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, or Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. Another name for bovine spongiform and it's mad cow disease. Okay. But only used in the case of human infection. Early symptoms include memory loss, abnormal movements, personality changes, dementia, and muscle stiffness. In severe cases, the patient may waste away for 1 to 2 years before dying of respiratory paralysis or other complications. IBM. This is a fictional entry. An American computer company. Okay, so it's IBM. Because I remember John Titor came back looking for an IBM computer, not an IBM. I was wondering where they got IBM from, but it should have dawned on me right away, but whatever. They also offer services and consultation to enterprises. In recent years, they have made the latter their main focus. IBM invented floppy disks and hard drives. First of all, John Titor is American, yet now he's posting on @channel in Japanese. Let's take a look at his posts. Don't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. The time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. Time traveler, lol. John Titor, lol. More details on this time machine. Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? I've got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one? CERN has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN used their time machine for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. There is no war. No conflict, however, that is a false peace founded on the complete eradication of liberty. What does lol mean? Why did you come to this time? Was the Akiba satellite crash you're doing? Wait guys, Titor doesn't understand @channel lingo. Let's keep it simple, okay? If you know what I mean. Get a trip code, asshole. Came here to change my present, in other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free, but you will lose it all in just 20 short years. It is vitally important that you understand what the future has in stock. What's a trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. You said only CERN has time machines. You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for CERN. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy CERN's dystopia. You are a fraud, QED. What's a dystopia? How can CERN take over the world in just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You've been reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to stop killing each other. Who asked you to change the future? You're trying to play God. If you're promising world peace, then I, for one, welcome our new CERN overlords. My time machine is a prototype, reverse-engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single, all-powerful governing body. They can control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There is no privacy and no choice. Anybody who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. In movies and stuff, small changes to the past cause huge changes to the future. You've already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future? Implying CERN rules the world. Do you even know what CERN is? Opus troll. So if we find his dad and kill him, then this time traveler, Lamar, yes, laugh my ass off, will never be born, and we won't have to listen to this bullshit. Am I right? I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you self-cest? Really? But it is the internet, so I'm not surprised. You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox that has been debunked. The world line has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line. I would go on existing. CERN is a particle physics research institution that hasn't changed in 2036. It is possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. If you're really a time traveler, then fucking prove it, post time machine pics, or get the fuck out. In other words, pick or GTFO. Gotcha. The many worlds interpretation? Whoa, slow down, bro. Research institution taking over the world. Lol, what? I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I am only posting these messages on a whim. My mission comes first. What are world lines? Can you meet yourself from another world line? What happens if you do? Late reply, a trip code is a way to identify posters, but put hashtag passcode after your name. Lol, backpedaling. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on this world line's divergence, but if you were murdered, let's say, then divergence would change. However, it would only change by about 0.000002%, if that. A single human being's death is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on divergence. Thanks for telling me about trip codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody. Looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. This post closely resembles to what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I've read one of the books on Titor, that's how I know. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many Titor fanfics on @channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I tried posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor thread archive in English, and plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. I entered John Titor's name into a search engine. 12 matches. What? Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titor's postings on @channel. I can't find a single trace of the Titor from 10 years ago, which means we're in a different divergence. Which makes sense because I know that we did go to a different divergence earlier on. So, yeah. Bizarre, this can't be. I searched for information on Titor a few years ago. Back then, I got tens of thousands of hits. But you know what? We're going to end this episode here. So if you enjoyed it, please consider leaving it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more content in the future. And until next time, everybody, have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye.